Finally, we'll feature some documentary with Swansea.
Showing kya tha?
So apparently there's some documentary that they show up at the Hall of Fame after the beating and retreating ceremony. So the show's about to start.
Welcome to the land of Adivasis. Amidst the Karakoram and Himalayan ranges lies the world's highest battle ground. Welcome to Ladakh. Here on rocky heights, the Indian Army braves extreme conditions to guard the nation's northern frontier, where the threat of war smolders every day. This barren land was once an important stopover on the ancient Silk Route. Since the middle of the 20th century, Ladakh has acquired a whole new importance for India, Pakistan and China. Here are four major mountain ranges: Karakoram, Ladakh, Zanskar and the great Himalayan ranges with heights ranging from 12,000 to 26,000 feet, running from northwest to southeast. The frontiers of three nations runs along the Karakoram ranges. China to the east, Pakistan to the west, and both these countries have gone to war with India. These mountains are also source of important rivers, namely Nubra, Shyok, Indus, and Zanskar. With vast arid lands and temperature dipping down to minus 40 degrees Celsius, it remains sparsely populated. However, important built-up areas and communication centers are Dras, Kargil, Patalik, Gibio, Patapur, and Leh. Ladakh has historically remained an unexplored region, surrounded by mighty mountain ranges, thus preserving its natural beauty and culture. Few glimpses of the land of lava, its natural beauty and its people will leave anyone mesmerized.
The 14th Corps headquarters of the Indian Army are based in Leh.
Headquarter 14 Corps was raised on 1st of September 1999 post Operation Vijay. The Corps has the unique distinction of guarding both the western and eastern borders of India. It also is the only field formation of Indian Army which not only is completely deployed in high altitude area since the last decade, but has also successfully undertaken operations on the world's highest battlefield.
The Fire and Fury Corps of the Indian Army has a glorious past and is unique in that it simultaneously faces on two fronts. And I can tell you that where all possibilities of human existence end, the job of the Fire and Fury soldier starts. These soldiers are the most ferocious, gallant, brave, and efficient fighting machine on the battlefield.
The Karakoram, Ladakh, and the Himalayan ranges divides Ladakh into three military regions: Western Ladakh, Eastern Ladakh, and the area of Siachen. This region has seen three major conflicts: 1947, 1965, and 1999. In 1947, Pakistani tribals raided and captured the area of Jozila. It was here when for the first time tanks were used at such heights. The enemy was completely surprised by the use of tanks at such unbelievable heights and soon gave up. The Nubra Valley Guard also fought well and crippled the plans of Pakistani forces. This is the road to Leh. Pakistani launched an attack in Kargil in May 1965, aiming to snap the supply link and help out China. The Battle of Kala Pahar and Snow Peak are legendary, wherein 1st Guards and 1st German Kashmir militia fought fiercely and ripped the enemy. The region has heights 17,000 feet above sea level, with steep 80-degree incline and razor-sharp edges on either side. The Pakistani successfully infiltrated regular forces and occupied the dominating heights along the LC, overlooking National Highway 1, the nerve artery of Indian forces deployed in this sector. The period saw some of the fiercest battles fought at such high altitudes.
salute to the final assault. Also going on simultaneously are multi-barrel rocket launchers, also attacking the same positions on Tiger Hills.
On the radio said, after another bunker was captured, my company's success was Dil Mange Mo. The chief guys were so highly charged of that, they were wanting that some more bunkers should have been there and we would have got more chap. Captain Naveen, who was in forward post area, he got injured. The enemy had thrown a grenade and it fell on his leg and his leg was very badly damaged. This time, on the morning of 7th of July, Ukraine was tasked to lead a patrol to this area and see that how we can circumvent and capture the entire 4875.
Captain Vikram Batra and his men immediately took charge and evacuated Lieutenant Naveen.
He was trying his psychological warfare on us.
The enemy taunted Captain Batra, saying that if India handed over Bollywood actress Madhuri Dixit, they would leave the place forever. To this, Captain Batra gave a fitting reply. In the heat of the battle, Captain Vikram Batra decided to surprise the enemy and do the impossible.
An impulsive, go-getter, impulsive man that he was, he made me assaulted. Through that only approach to that area which was being dominated by the enemy Sangha.
He single-handedly killed 5 infiltrators, shooting at them from a point-blank range. However, he too sustained grave injuries in the attack. Unmindful of his injuries, he charged forward. And then, an artillery splinter pierced his waist, and Captain Vikram Batra collapsed.
As far as East Ladakh is concerned, 14th Corps is responsible for 850 kilometers of its boundaries with China. The war of 1962 saw Chinese forces attacking on multiple thrust lines on this front. Contrary to Chinese claims of success, the Indian troops fought extremely hard and gave a bloody nose to the Chinese forces. The Battle of Rezangla stands testimony to the sheer grit and spirit of the Indian forces and remain one of the 3 battles ever fought by any body of soldiers till the last man and last round.
This most appallingly inhospitable of war zones has ever quite matched the Indian defense of the strategic Rezangla Ridge. Situated along the southeastern approach to Ladakh's Chushul Valley, Rezangla was where perhaps the greatest last stand of the war was fought. The 13th Kumaon Regiment's Charlie Company had been tasked with defending the approach to a valley that had a strategic airstrip. At 16,000 feet, in horrifically inhospitable cold and snow, the Indian unit fought back an epic assault by Chinese forces.
Since 1962, the combat power in this region has been enhanced significantly, from development of ALGs to marine assets and invention of tanks. 14 corps stands rightly poised to deal with any enemy aggression. Siachen Glacier lies 200 kilometers north of Leh. To the west of it lies Saltoro Ridge, with passes of Gyeongla, Villafonda, and Siala, with heights up to 24,000 feet. Indian Army occupies all tactically important positions on Saltoro Ridge. The line of control in this sector extends up to NJ 9842. In early 70s, Pakistan promoted mountaineering expeditions to stake claim to this region. India's claim line extends northwards from NJ 9842, contrary to Pakistan's claim of areas up to Karakoram Pass. On 13th of April 1984, the Indian Army launched Operation Meghdut. Reacting to India's move, Pakistanis also sent their troops. Securing the heights, Indian Army now controls Villafonda, Siala, and Gyeongla passes and has positions stretching up to the Indra Col in the north. Defending these heights, our soldiers face extreme conditions every day.
Siachen is a battle of logistics for an uninterrupted support to these men of honor. To be a soldier here, one needs that special gene, that extra something that enables a person to stand in sub-zero temperatures of minus 50 degrees and guard the nation. Something which is unimaginable. Such is the courage, fortitude and will of these soldiers that even the Dushman does not find strength to look them in the eye. I salute these gallant soldiers every day, every moment of my life.
average temperature and also increase in snowfall, which has further led to increase in avalanches every year.
Is a crucial factor. In the emergency room, medical staff get to work. Casualty cannot be treated at the Siachen base camp. His condition could deteriorate quickly, and he must be flown to the army hospital in Leh.
Ability implies flying these helicopters at the very limit of their operational envelope over treacherous terrain and in unforgiving weather.
At Siachen, helicopters take off every 7 minutes. Within 40 minutes, the casualty has been brought to Leh. Major Vikrant makes a perfect landing. From here, doctors at Leh will take over. Every day, flying missions like this one save at least 2 lives.
to ensure the security of this country against any aggressor. What does that mean for you? It means that you shall have to fight to win. There is no room for the loser. If you lose, don't come back. You have disgraced the country. The country won't accept you. The people of cities, towns, villages, and towns where you come from won't look at you. May the wind of fortune kindly upon you. May the good luck attend all your deeds.
धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा जो आपने कभी पुलिस स्टेट पर आ रही है जिसके लिए आपने अपना कीमती समय दिया।